Nature and geography. 1. The second largest country in the world is second only to Russia, but has only about 40 million inhabitants. 2. It has more lakes than the rest of the world combined, more than 2 million, including the Great Bear Lake and the Great Slave Lake. 3. It has the largest coastline in the world, more than 202,000 kilometers. 4. The coldest place in North America, in 1947 in the town of Snag, Yukon, recorded -63 degrees Celsius. 5. The longest street in the world is Yonge Street in Toronto, about 1,896 kilometers. Culture and traditions. 6. Two official flags, the modern maple leaf, were approved in 1965, before that the British red flag was used. 7. Bilingual country. English and French are the official languages, most French-speaking are in Quebec. 8. The Canadians invented basketball. James Naismith, a Canadian physical education teacher, invented the game in 1891. 9. The symbol of maple syrup is that Canada produces more than 70% of the world's reserves, most of it in Quebec. 10. The largest winter carnival in the world is the Carnaval de Quebec. Technologies and achievements. 11. The robo-arm, Canadarm, is used in NASA missions and on the ISS. 12. The first country to develop satellite communications, Annex, was launched in 1962. 13. Canadians have created insulin. Scientists Frederick Banting and Charles Best have discovered a way to treat diabetes. 14. The invention of ski chairlifts made skiing much more affordable. 15. The world's first national park in North America is Banff, opened in 1885. Unusual facts. 16. Vancouver is one of Canada's warmest places in winter, but it rains more than 150 days a year. 17. It has the longest border in the world with the United States, more than 8,890 kilometers, while it is almost unguarded. 18. 90% of the population lives 200 kilometers from the border with the United States. The north of the country is sparsely populated. 19. Winnipeg is home to Canada Inn, the world's only hotel chain owned by the city. 20. Police officers in some areas work on skates in winter. It is convenient on frozen roads. Nature of Canada. Canada is famous for its picturesque and diverse nature. Due to its vast territory, it covers several climatic zones and has unique natural features. 1. Geography and landscapes. The largest country in the Western Hemisphere and the second largest in the world after Russia. More than 30% of the territory is covered with forests, making Canada one of the most environmentally friendly countries. Mountains. The Rocky Mountains, stretch across British Columbia and Alberta, forming one of the most beautiful natural areas. Great Plains. The central part of the country has vast steppe expanses that are important for agriculture. Tundra. The northern regions, Nunavut, Yukon, Northwest Territories, have almost no trees due to the harsh climate. 2. Lakes and rivers. The largest lakes in the world, more than 2 million. The Great Lakes are the 5 largest freshwater lakes: Upper Lake, Huron, Michigan, Erie, and Ontario, partly in the United States. Niagara Falls is one of the most famous natural attractions on the border of Canada and the United States. The Mackenzie River is the longest river in Canada, 4,241 kilometers, flowing into the Arctic Ocean. 3. Climate and weather. Very diverse. From the Arctic cold in the north to the temperate climate in the west. Winter can be severe. In the town of Snag, Yukon, recorded -63 degrees Celsius, the coldest place in North America. British Columbia, Vancouver, has a mild maritime climate, where frosts are rare in winter. The driest place is the steppe areas in Saskatchewan and Alberta, where there is little rainfall. 4. Flora and fauna. Flora, vegetation. Canada has a large number of natural zones, each of which has its own characteristics of the plant world. Boreal, taiga, forests occupy most of the territory. Coniferous trees grow here, spruce, pine, fir and larch. Deciduous forests are common in the southeast, Ontario, Quebec, where maples, oaks, and birches grow. That's why Canada is known for its maple forests. Steppes, prairies, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta are dominated by herbaceous plants, and trees are rare. Tundra. In the northern regions, mosses, lichens, dwarf bushes grow instead of trees. Achievements of nature. In Canada grows the oldest tree in the country, the cedar, which is over 1,800 years old. Fauna. Animal world. Thanks to the vast spaces and natural areas, many unique animals live in Canada. Mammals. Bears, grizzlies, black bear, polar bear, moose, deer, beavers, wolves, coyotes. Birds. More than 450 species, including the bald eagle, the symbol of North America. Marine inhabitants. Whales, blue whales, killer whales, fur seals, seals. The national animal is the beaver, depicted even on Canadian coins. 5. National parks and nature reserves. Canada has more than 40 national parks and hundreds of reserves. Some of the most famous. Banff, Alberta, is the oldest national park in Canada, opened in 1885. Jasper, Alberta, is part of the Rocky Mountains with glaciers and rare animals. The Gros Morne National Park, Newfoundland and Labrador, is unique due to its fjords that resemble Scandinavian landscapes. Wood Buffalo, Alberta, Northwest Territories, is Canada's largest national park, 44,807 square kilometers, where bison live. Tornait Mountains, Labrador, is a unique Arctic park where you can see glaciers and the northern lights. 6. Ecology and nature protection. Canada is actively involved in environmental protection. It is among the top 10 countries with the cleanest air in the world. Implements programs for reforestation. Millions of trees are planted every year. Protects the ocean. New marine reserves were created in 2019. Reducing the use of plastic. Canada plans to completely ban disposable plastic. The nature of Canada is incredibly diverse, and this country is one of the best places for wildlife lovers. Economy of Canada. Canada has one of the largest and most developed economies in the world, entering the Big Seven, G7, and the top 10 countries in terms of GDP. Its economy combines a strong natural sector, developed industry and modern technology. 1. General indicators. GDP, nominal, in 2024 is about $2.5 trillion. GDP per capita is about $65,000, one of the highest in the world. The main industries are energy, mining, agriculture, automotive, financial sector, IT. The unemployment rate is about 5 to 6%. 2. Natural resources and energy. Canada is an energy superpower because it has huge natural resources. Oil is the third largest in the world in terms of reserves, after Venezuela and Saudi Arabia. The largest deposits are in Alberta. Gas is one of the leading exporters of natural gas. It supplies gas to the USA and Asia. Forests. More than 30% of the territory is covered with forests, so the country is one of the leaders in the forest industry. Metals and minerals are a significant exporter of gold, uranium, nickel, copper, aluminum and diamonds. Hydropower. More than 60% of electricity is produced by hydroelectric power plants, one of the world leaders. 3. Industry and production. Automotive industry. Large factories Ford, General Motors, Toyota and Honda. Aerospace industry. Bombardier produces airplanes and trains, and Canadarm is used in NASA space missions. Pharmaceuticals and biotechnology are one of the world's largest producers of vaccines and medicines. Food industry. Canada is one of the main suppliers of wheat, rapeseed and beef in the world. 4. Agriculture. Canada has vast areas of fertile land, making it one of the largest food producers. Wheat and rapeseed are among the top 5 exporters in the world. Dairy products are one of the main sources of income for farmers. Meat products are a large exporter of beef and pork. The fishing industry is particularly developed in Atlantic Canada, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. 5. Trade and economic partners. Canada has an open economy and is a member of many international trade agreements. The main partner is the United States, about 75% of Canadian exports. The USMCA, Canada-USA-Mexico, agreement is a new variant of NAFTA that promotes free trade between countries. Major trading partners are the EU, China, Japan, and the United Kingdom. Exports: oil, gas, metals, food, cars. Imports: electronics, machines, chemical goods. 6. Financial sector and technology. The banking system is stable. Among the largest banks: RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, TD Bank, Scotiabank. Technologies and startups are rapidly developing in Toronto, Vancouver and Montreal. Artificial intelligence, fintech, gaming industry. Cryptocurrencies. Canada was one of the first to legalize a Bitcoin ETF on the stock market. 7. Social aspects of the economy. Free medicine is funded by taxes. High salaries and social guarantees. The average salary in the country is about 60,000 Canadian dollars per year. Low level of corruption. Canada is among the top 20 least corrupt countries. Conclusion. Canada has a stable economy, rich natural resources, high living standards and a large role in world trade. It combines traditional industries, energy, agricultural sector, industry, with modern ones, technology, financial sector, which makes it one of the most affluent countries in the world. Write in the comments as you like our content.